In the previous video, we talked about adding up new term and setting up the term calendar. Now in this video, we'll be talking about setting up term classes and the students in the term. Hykeysoft automatically generates classes in a term when a term is created. For instance, it is going to generate it based on the school type. In as much as this is a secondary school, it's going to generate 6 classes, which is JSS1, JS2, JS3, SS1, SS2, and SS3. Right now, I can decide to add classes and I can decide to remove classes. Probably if your school doesn't have JSS3 or doesn't have SS3, then you can remove one of these classes. So if I want to remove, let's say I want to remove junior secondary school 3, what I'm just going to do is to click on the remove classes. Then I'm going to select the class type. Is it junior school? So when I select junior school, it's going to remove the last class from that classes. Now it has removed junior secondary school 3, so what I have left is that of junior secondary 1 and 2. So let me quickly add it back, and I'm going to add a class back, add new class to junior secondary 1, and so I'm going to click add, and it adds it back again. Right here I can set up the school fees and the teacher here. So let's say for junior secondary 1, I can click on the quick edit to set up the school fees and the class teacher. So I'm going to change the school fees to, and I'm going to select the class teacher. Remember, we added Mr. Michael Adeoni in one of the previous videos as our teacher, as our staff, so I can click on him. Then there are 2 options below. We have apply school fees to all junior secondary classes, which means if I click on these all junior secondary classes will be paying the same school fees. But whereas if I click on apply school fees to all classes will be paying the same school fees. I just want all junior secondary classes to pay the same school fees, so I'm just going to click on save. Now junior classes are paying 70,000, and the new teacher has been for GSS1 has been set to Mr. Adeoni. I can do the same thing with senior school, and I'm going to set up the school fees to be 35, and I'm applying it to all senior secondary school. Yeah, after setting up these, I can edit each of the classes one after the other. For instance, if I click on JSS1, there are no students in this class, so I can edit the class, the same thing in the quick edit. Then I can do the same thing on this page, and I can edit the class role. I can select the class captain and the assistant class captain. But quickly, let us add up students to this junior secondary 1 class. To add up students to junior secondary 1, I'm going to navigate to students, and I'm going to click on the add new student button. It's going to pop up here, so I'm going to fill this form for these students so that I can add up the student to my school. So here I can make use of the admission number. In your school, each student must have an admission number to register an account for them, and this admission number must be unique for each student in your school. So let's say the admission number of the student is the 0001, and the name, let's say So some of them. The registration date is the first date the student is registered in your school. Probably if this is a new student and you are just registering now, you can just pick today's date. But if the student has already been in your school before, then you need to find out the registration date of the student. And you can select the gender. GSS1. You can select the current class of the student. Then the date of birth of the student. Then the country of the student. And the state. So the nationality of the student. And also the state of origin of the student. And the student's address. I can just make it something. So when I'm done, I can click on add student. This student has been automatically added up to test college now, and I can see the students. I have added up the current class of the student, and it's going to show in that class now. To add up more students, I can click the reset button and fill the form again. So let's go back to JSS1 class here, and we are going to have this student we just added here. So we'll continue this tutorial in the next video about we'll be adding up more students, adding up more staff, and checking out the functions of each class, of how to add subjects, how to mark attendance, how to view attendance, and the likes. Thank you.